why would I go and do something like that? So last Friday, an article came out, a 3-page article in the Daily Mail, and it was about me. But it was about me being an alcoholic and in recovery. And yeah, there's been quite a few questions. Why would you do that? What, are you proud? Etc, etc. So let's answer them. Why would I do it? Well, actually, it's not the first time I've spoken publicly about being in recovery, and I'm really proud of that. I'm proud to be 18 months sober. Peace and love. But am I proud of all the terrible, dark, horrible things that I did when I was in the grips of alcoholism? Absolutely not. Am I proud of those things? 100% not. But here's the thing. Shame kills people. Shame about the person you become when you're drunk absolutely cripples you. It cripples you to the point where you just keep repeating the same thing. It makes no sense, right? That's what addiction is, insanity. So am I proud of those things? No. And the headline was pretty bloody awful. I didn't choose that headline. I had no control over it. But here's the thing about that. The headline makes people read it. And the story is pretty good. The journalist who wrote it was really good, and she did her best, right? You're never going to get a whole person's life story into 3 pages, but she did a good job of it. And the purpose of it is because I live and breathe by the expression, recover loudly so that others don't die quietly. And that's why I did it. We don't really understand what an alcoholic is. We still believe that you have to be homeless or on the streets or at rock bottom, or perhaps you need to be somebody like a rock star or, a really famous celebrity who checks into like a glamorous rehab. The thing is, in the UK at the moment, there's over 3 million alcoholics, and only a tiny, tiny percentage of them, less than 200,000, are actually in treatment seeking help. That's a lot of people. And here's the other thing to know. Addiction at work is on the rise. And this isn't just alcoholism. There are so many people like me. And the terrifying thing is, in recovery, I meet hundreds and hundreds of people who say all the time, I'd never ever tell work that I'm in recovery. And that's nuts. The amount of times that I've had people say, well, you don't look like an alcoholic, or yeah, but weren't you just a binge drinker? Is that actually an alcoholic? Do you need rehab? Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. So that's why I did it. And there were some bloody awful comments online. Well, in fact, the only one that I was actually offended about called me an old woman. But there was also a really healthy amount of people saying this was really helpful, or I identify with this. This is happening to my friend, my sister, my neighbour. And all of that chips away at breaking the shame. So that's why I did. If addiction was a choice, then there wouldn't be things like recovery centres, rehabs, AA, etc. If it was just about willpower, those things wouldn't exist, right? Addiction's an illness, and it is insanity. The things that you do, the behaviours that you exhibit, it's not you, it's your addict brain. You're under the power of another brain. What recovery looks like? It looks like this. It looks like peace. It looks like an end to the restlessness. It looks like me with my dog in the woods.